Shore family. Today I'd like to offer you a word of encouragement about prayer. I've been reading Colossians a lot this week. In chapter 4, verses 2 through 6, Paul's telling the new converts at Colossae to pray. So let me read that to you. Devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful, and pray for us, too, that God may open a door for our message, so that we may proclaim the mystery of Christ, for which I am in chains. Pray that I may proclaim it clearly, as I should. Be wise in the way you act toward outsiders. Make the most of every opportunity. Let your conversations be full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. So here I see two kinds of requests. One is a request for action, meaning prayer action. And then I see a request for how we should live, or the attitude in which we should live with. The first request that he makes is that they devote themselves to watchful and thankful prayers, and that they pray doors are open to share Christ with others. As believers, we're called to pray in that same manner. We should pray that our spirit is guarded against enemy attack, as well as give praise and thankfulness and honor to God for his work in our lives and the lives of people around us. But he's also praying, we're asking for prayer, that the gospel of Christ can be shared with people. Imagine what our community would look like if every church were praying for an opportunity to share the gospel with somebody that doesn't know him. As Lakeshore Baptists, we should be praying that God opens doors for us to share the gospel, not only with people in our building, but with those people in our community. The second thing that we see from these verses is that he is requesting that they act with wisdom and a gracious attitude. I know sometimes that's a little hard. In verse 5, he says to be wise in the way you act toward outsiders. Make the most of every opportunity. This indicates to me the need to be mindful of our actions and how they reflect Christ, but it's also the need to not let one moment slip by where we don't share the gospel with somebody. He says that our conversations should be full of grace and seasoned with salt, meaning that our conversations should be about Jesus, and they should be potent enough to elicit a convicted response from somebody. So I pray this week that you will be encouraged in your prayer walk, that you will pray for an opportunity to share the gospel of Christ with someone. And as we prepare to serve at the city egg hunt, that our words will have an impact on those in the community, because we cannot let one moment slip by where we do not reflect Christ or we do not talk about him. So I wish you a happy weekend and encourage you to pray, pray, pray.